What's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video now. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Now, it's fight week. As we approach February, man, we've got a lot of fights to look forward to, and Liam Williams and Chris Eubank Jr. is a fight that I'm definitely looking forward to, man. I don't know if you guys saw the Gloves Are Off episode yesterday, Sunday evening. It was aired on Sky Sports for the first time between them two. And you can feel the tension in the air. I mean, these two, there's no love lost between them. We knew that already. They've been going back and forth on Twitter quite a lot. Liam Williams has, he hasn't hid his dislike for Chris Eubank Jr. And it was interesting seeing them, face to face, speaking to each other. Chris Eubank Jr., let me just say this, he's a great talker. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be hard for anyone to really get the better of him in a Gloves Are Off, man. I mean, he's just he seems like an intelligent guy, eloquent the way how he puts his words together. Liam Williams, you could tell, man, he just wants to go in there and just smash his face in. It's all going to come to a head this weekend in Cardiff, man. This is literally Liam Williams' backyard. Chris Eubank Jr. is stepping into the Lions Den. I've got him as the favourite, but when you're fighting, in somebody's backyard, and the way how Liam Williams fights, it's really going to amp him up. And, Chris Eubank Jr., he's going to have it all to do, I think, in there. But I just think that, overall, when I look at the styles and how they both fight, unless Liam Williams brings something different to the table, he does have Adam Booth there by his side now. It's going to be an interesting fight. I think it will be a very good one. I think that Liam Williams needs to, employ the jab a lot. We've seen that in Chris Eubank's losses, where the other opponent has had a good jab. You look at the likes of George Groves, Billy Joe Saunders. The way to beat Chris Eubank was to disrupt his rhythm with a good jab. Do you know what I mean? James DeGale wasn't able to do it, as he was literally in the twilight of his career. But I think that that's what Liam Williams needs to do. He can be aggressive. I wouldn't take everything that's good about him away from him. But I think that Adam Booth will be, really trying to drum into Liam Williams' head to employ that jab and really just work behind it. And you can be aggressive with it, but I wouldn't like to be within range too long with Chris Eubank Jr. because he can fire off a lot of good combinations, and he could catch Liam Williams with something there. And I think that that's ultimately going to be what decides this fight. He might get caught up in the crossfire, Liam Williams, and I think that might get the better of him. But Chris Eubank Jr. hasn't looked that impressive in his last couple of fights for me. I know he's still learning under Roy Jones Jr., but he hasn't looked that great. But I think it might all come to a head in this fight here this weekend. I think it's going to be amazing atmosphere. The crowd are going to be up for it. Chris Eubank Jr. will know how to play up to the crowd as well. And on the undercard, we've also got Claressa Shields, man. She's going to be on the undercard, making her first appearance over here as a professional. This is going to be good, man. I'm really looking forward to this night. And with Claressa Shields, obviously, she needs to win that, which I'm sure she will, which will basically line up a fight between her and Savannah Marshall this year. So, yeah, a lot to look forward to this weekend, man. There's also Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios that's going to be taking place. I'll do that in another video. But let me know your thoughts on the main event, man. Chris Eubank Jr. and Liam Williams. Looking forward to this fight, man. I think it's going to be a really good one. I've got Chris Eubank Jr. as the favourite, but I'm not ruling Liam Williams out by any means. And I think that it will be an entertaining scrap. No doubt about it, man. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below, guys. And I'll catch you on the next video.